EA Sports. It's in the game.
Here we are at Lord's for the exhibition match between Australia and England. The outcome is that Ponting won the toss and elected to bat. We'll have to wait to see if that was the right decision. There are a few clouds about. Joining me in the commentary box for this players are just a... So let's take a look at the teams. Here's the team for Australia. They're about to start their innings. Curtly to Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Stopped by McGrath. There's the first runs of the day for Australia. It's straight at Johnson. Hayden waiting at the striker's end. Stopped in the covers. Curtly to bowl to Hayden. It's straight to a fielder. Hayden facing. That's gone way into the stands. 6 runs. Really struck that well.
That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
7 runs came from that over by Curtly.
The one-day fielding restrictions really give attacking batsmen an advantage at the start of the innings.
Pushed into the gap. Johnson out at long off. There's just one there. It's straight at Curtly. Hayden facing. It's straight to a fielder. Anderson to bowl to Hayden. Stopped by Solanke. Anderson to bowl to Hayden. Hayden waiting at the striker's end. And the end of the over. Gap with that one. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
Oh, great shot. That was a pleasure to see.
Curtly continues. Curtly at the start of his run-up. It's straight to a fielder. Curtly to Gilchrist. Stopped by Vaughan. Curtly continues. Just push back past the bowler. A single to Gilchrist. Play it away with comfort. One more for Hayden. 6 runs were picked up from that over by Hayden. McGrath is after it. Just one run. That's racing away to the fence. He timed that on drive to perfection.
Lovely shot. It raced away to the fence for 4.
He smacked that over the top and been rewarded with 4. Super shot by Gilchrist.
What a good placement. No one at home. Over the top for 4.
It's straight at Clark. Anderson to Gilchrist. It's straight at Clark. Anderson continues. That over cost 8 runs. Hayden facing. Vaughan is in to shoot. Another run to Hayden. Stopped by Clark. Curtly continues. Hit straight to a fielder. Curtly to Gilchrist. Stopped by Vaughan. Curtly to bowl to Gilchrist. It's straight at Solanke. 25 overs are left for Australia. He's cleared the infield. 4 runs. Hayden very quickly onto that one.
A bit uppish, but safe enough. 4 runs.
Hayden waiting at the striker's end. Hit straight to a fielder. Anderson to Hayden. Stopped by Vaughan. Hayden facing. That's gone for 4 byes.
That's poor wicket keeping. 4 byes, a real gift to the batting team.
Anderson continues. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Anderson. Hayden absolutely smashed that for 6.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
It's straight to a fielder. 44 overs are left in the innings.
His skipper won't be too pleased with him after that over. Oh dear, that's a terrible misfield. More runs to the batting team.
It's straight at Vaughan. That's a big hit. It'll go all the way. Kirtley won't like that at all.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
It's straight at Johnson. Kirtley to Gilchrist. That's in the stands. 6 runs. The 50 is up for Australia.
Another one of those, and this bowler could be out of the attack.
That's over the rope. 6 runs off Kirtley. These two have taken their partnership to 56.
What an effortless shot. Brilliant.
Australia have made a solid start to the match. "18 runs came from that over for Australia. Hayden waiting at the striker's end. Safely taken by Solanke.
Well, he just picked the fielder out perfectly with that shot.
Clark gets his first wicket. This was the end of the innings for Hayden. Hayden is making his way back to the pavilion. It's straight to a fielder. Clark to bowl to Ponting. He's got that one over the infield and away for 4. Those are the first runs for Ponting.
What a clever piece of batting. He picked a safe area and just lifted it over the infield.
Ponting facing. Stopped by Trescothick. 4 runs came from that over by Clark.
That's a really good start to the innings by Australia.
It's straight to a fielder. Kirtley continues. Great shot by Gilchrist. He hooked that for 4 with no trouble at all.
What a good hook shot. Got on top of it, kept it down, and beat the fielder too.
One run to Gilchrist. Kirtley continues. That's a fantastic strike. He smashed that right out of the ground.
Great strike. It looked like 6 the moment he struck it.
Ooh, that looked quite nasty.
That was an excellent bouncer. The batsman didn't look at all comfortable.
That over helped the run rate somewhat.
This is what you'd call a healthy run rate. We'll see if they can carry it throughout the innings.
Stopped in the covers. Clark continues. He's really given that a whack. 6 runs. That easily cleared the boundary.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
That's over the rope. 6 runs off Clark. That brings up his half-century.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
That's been given as a wide.
You can't get away with any width in one-day cricket because the umpire will call you for a wide.
Stopped by Giles. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. Pushed into the gap. One more for Gilchrist. Kirtley is chasing that one. There'll be runs here. Just 1 run and the end of the over.
That was an expensive over for England.
That's over the rope. 6 runs off Kirtley. Ponting takes his score to 17.
Well, he really hit that a long way. Exciting stuff.
It's straight at Trescothick. Kirtley continues. Kirtley to Ponting. There's just one there. Stopped in the covers. Kirtley continues. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. That won't please the wicketkeeper.
4 byes. The keeper won't be pleased about that.
11 runs came from that over.
England need to keep it tighter than that.
Giles is after it. He's got it into the gap. Picked up on the boundary by Giles. That moves the score into 3 figures for Australia. Up and over and 4 runs. That brings up the 100 for Australia.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage.
It's straight to a fielder. Clark to Ponting. It's straight at Solanke. Clark continues. Stopped by Trescothick. Ponting waiting at the striker's end. There it goes, right out of the ground. That takes the partnership between these 2 batsmen past 52. They've batted really well.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about it. There might be a little bit more in the next one.
38 overs are left in the innings. Stopped in the covers. Kirtley continues. Stopped by Johnson. Kirtley to bowl to Gilchrist. It's straight at Vaughan. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. Giles is in pursuit, tucked off his legs. Giles just picks that up inside the rope. A couple there to Gilchrist. Oh, that's gone a long way. Kirtley won't like that at all.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
That over cost 2 runs.
Australia
Are really taking the attack up to the bowlers, and the run rate reflects this.
Played into the gap. Giles is not going to reach that. Ponting very quickly onto that one.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
Giles is after that one. That's found the gap in the field. An easy single there to Ponting. Clark is not impressed.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
It's straight to a fielder. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. Clark continues. Stopped in the covers. 9 runs were picked up from that over by Gilchrist. Clark is in pursuit, steered expertly into the gap. Ponting sending him back. Clark is after it, turned off his hips. One more to Gilchrist. That could be a very painful blow.
The batsman doesn't seem to be enjoying this fiery spell of fast bowling.
Kirtley to bowl to Ponting. It's straight at Johnson. Ponting waiting at the striker's end. It's straight to a fielder. Kirtley continues. Stopped by Clark. 35 overs are left for Australia.
A good mix of hitting and controlled strokes here today by Australia.
Clark to Gilchrist. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Clark. That was sheer power.
That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
Clark to Gilchrist. Flintoff is chasing that one. Two more to Gilchrist. It's great at Trescothic. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. There it goes. That's cleared the infield. He picked the length quickly with that one.
A bit uppish, but safe enough. 4 runs.
Well, that was a disappointing over from Clark.
That was an expensive over for England.
Johnson is after that one. Stroked through the covers. The sweeper picks up. Just 1 run. Six. He must be starting to think of 3 figures now.
Another one of those, and this bowler could be out of the attack.
Batsman will have to run these. Curtly to bowl to Gilchrist. If he runs here, a single to Gilchrist. Australia have taken their total on to 153.
He should be looking to bowl a tighter line at this stage.
That's in the air, but it's 4 runs. Super shot by Ponting.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage.
12 runs came from that over for Australia. It's straight to a fielder. Clark to Gilchrist. That's out of the ground. The second wicket pair have moved their partnership on to 105.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about it. There might be a little bit more in the next one.
Stopped in the covers. Clark continues. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Clark. That takes his score into the 90s.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
Stopped by Anderson. Clark to Gilchrist. Stopped in the covers. 32 overs are left in the innings.
The bowler didn't keep it tight enough there. I'd be surprised if he stays in the attack.
Ponting waiting at the striker's end. Curtly continues. Up and over and 4 runs. Partnership between these two is now worth 115.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
Lay it away with comfort. A beauty and 4 runs. Ponting has reached his 50 from 32 balls.
Really good shot there. Nicely timed and picked the gap perfectly.
Run!
Was just 1 there. Stopped in the covers. 9 runs came from that over.
Australia are really taking the attack up to the bowlers, and the run rate reflects this.
He's cleared the infield. 4 runs. Picked up very early by Ponting.
He picked it up nicely, and it's got him 4.
Ponting waiting at the striker's end. And 6. The score moves on to 64.
It doesn't really matter if it goes in the air if you hit it that far.
Run! Go! It's straight at Anderson. Ponting facing.
Run!
Another run to Ponting. Played off the back foot. Flintoff is not impressed.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
Flintoff to Gilchrist. Johnson is after it, steered expertly into the gap. Just 1 run. Flintoff was expensive in that over. Anderson continues. Gilchrist facing. It's straight to a fielder. Anderson continues. Anderson to bowl to Gilchrist. He's smacked that over the top and been rewarded with 4. Really struck that well.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage.
Well, he's got hold of that one. Out of the ground. Australia move on to ball 4.
Well, he really hit that a long way. Exciting stuff.
And the end of the over.
A good mix of hitting and controlled strokes here today by Australia.
Stopped in the covers. Flintoff to Ponting. Stopped in the covers. Flintoff to bowl to Ponting. Stopped by Triscothick. Ponting waiting at the striker's end. Johnson is chasing that one, pushed into the gap.
Run! Yes!
That's 2 more runs on the board. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Flintoff. This has been a vital partnership for Australia.
What an effortless shot. Brilliant.
That over cost 2 runs. Anderson to bowl to Gilchrist. Anderson continues. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. There it goes. Giles is in pursuit. Giles couldn't quite reach it. A couple there to Gilchrist. Anderson continues. Two runs were picked up from that over by Gilchrist.
This is what you'd call a healthy run rate. We'll see if they can carry it throughout the innings.
Over the top and away for 4.
What a clever piece of batting. He picked a safe area and just lifted it over the infield.
It's straight to a fielder. Flintoff to Ponting. Ponting facing. It's straight at Trescothick. Flintoff to bowl to Ponting. Reed is after that one, turned off his hips. An easy single there to Ponting. Six.
Another one of those, and this bowler could be out of the attack.
11 runs came from that over by Flintoff.
England can't afford to give away that many runs.
He's taken the aerial route there. 4 runs. Ponting will be eyeing his century now.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage.
That's gone high in the air. That was really well judged. It went a long way up.
Straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking himself.
Johnson gets his first wicket. This was the end of the innings for Ponting. Ponting scored 82 runs from 50 balls.
He'll be really disappointed. A century was there for the taking.
Johnson to Martin. Stopped by Trescothick. Johnson to Martin. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Johnson. That was still going up as it cleared the rope.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about it. There might be a little bit more in the next one.
25 overs are left for Australia.
This quick run rate will ensure they set the opposition a big target, as long as this can last the innings.
Gilchrist facing. Flintoff to bowl to Gilchrist. Flintoff continues. Stopped by Trescothick. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. There'll be runs here.
Oh dear, that's a poor piece of fielding. He seemed to take his eye off the ball.
One more for Gilchrist. Hit straight to a fielder. A very good over. Only one off it in the end.
Some good attacking batting here by Australia.
Johnson continues. Gilchrist facing. Johnson to bowl to Gilchrist. That's in the air, but it's 4 runs. Johnson is not impressed.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
That's a big hit. It'll go all the way. Gilchrist absolutely smashed that for 6.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
That's out of the ground. Australia have taken their total on to 5-2.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
That over helped the run rate somewhat. Clark is after it. There's just one there. Oh, that's gone a long way. Flintoff won't like that at all.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
Giles is after it, played into the gap. A single to Gilchrist. It's high in the air. Kirtley is chasing that one, and he's got away with it. Kirtley out at long on. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. Reed is in to shoot. Flicked down to fine leg. Fielded down at fine leg by Reed. Just 1 run. Johnson, that one, played off the back foot. One more to Gilchrist. 6 runs came from that over.
That was an expensive over for England.
Johnson to bowl to Gilchrist. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. Johnson to Gilchrist. He's going to have to move here. The umpire's not certain, so he's requesting the 3rd umpire. Johnson continues. He's got that one over the infield and away for 4. Super shot by Gilchrist.
He picked that up nicely, and it's got him 4.
Johnson continues. Swept away. Another single to Gilchrist. 21 overs are left in the innings.
Australia
Are really taking the attack up to the bowlers, and the run rate reflects this.
Over the top and away for 4.
He should be looking to bowl a tighter line at this stage.
Gilchrist facing. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
There are stricter rules on wides in one-day cricket, so you need to be careful not to drift down the leg side.
He goes over the top.
What a clever piece of batting. He picked a safe area and just lifted it over the infield.
Flintoff to bowl to Gilchrist. He's gone over the top with that, and it looks like 4 runs. That takes the partnership between these two batsmen past 52. It's been great entertainment for this crowd.
What a good placement. No one at home, over the top for 4.
Gilchrist very quickly onto that one.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
Flintoff continues. That's cleared the infield. Played that with superb timing.
Well, it was in the air, but there's no one there. No risk.
Run!
Picked up very early by Gilchrist.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
And the end of the over.
England can't afford to give away that many runs.
Flintoff is out of that one.
No!
The batsmen changed their mind. He's smacked that over the top and been rewarded with 4. Really struck that well.
He hit that over the field superbly.
Kirtley is chasing that one. Stroked through the covers. Australia move on to 300. Martin waiting at the striker's end. McGrath is in to shoot. The batsman will have to run these. McGrath just picks that up inside the rope. There's just one there. Kirtley is after it, turned off his hips. One run to Gilchrist. That'll be 4 more for Gilchrist. Giles is not impressed.
It's tough for the bowlers on a pitch like this, as there really is no margin for error.
Gilchrist facing. Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. Giles to Gilchrist. Giles to bowl to Gilchrist. This partnership is now 80.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
7 runs came from that over for Australia. It's straight at Vaughan. An easy single. He looked as if he was home to me. Johnson continues. Stopped by Kirtley. Johnson to Gilchrist. Johnson continues. Just one run. One more for Martin. Three runs were picked up from that over by Gilchrist.
Australia are showing off some delightful stroke play today, and the run rate is ticking along well.
Comfortably held by Flintoff.
A slight fumble, but safely taken in the end.
Giles gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Martin. Australia are 3 down now for 3:13.
Yes!
Picked up on the boundary by the fielder. That's 2 more runs on the board. Hit straight to a fielder. That really is a suicidal run out.
Brilliant fielding. That sort of thing can change the course of a match.
We can have a look at that again. Australia are 4 down now for 3:15. Reed is in to shoot. He's worked that into the gap. Stopped by Reed. A single to Lehman. Bevan waiting at the striker's end. Amazing catch.
It might have looked easy, but it wasn't.
Giles gets his second wicket. This was the end of the innings for Bevan. Australia are 5 down now for 3:16.
Well, he hasn't troubled the scorers with that innings.
6 bowlers have now been used by Vaughan. Just one run. That's over the infield and racing away for 4. Super shot by Simons.
He should be looking to bowl a tighter line at this stage.
He's got that one over the infield and away for 4. He really struck that well.
He picked that up nicely, and it's got him 4.
Flintoff is chasing that one. He didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Another run to Simons. Johnson now has figures of 6 overs, 0 maidens, 1 for 52.
A good mix of hitting and controlled strokes here today by Australia.
Kirtley is after it. That's cut behind square. A single to Simons. It's straight at Trescothick. Giles to Lehman. There's just one there. He's gone over the top with that, and it looks like 4 runs. Picked up very early by Simons.
He really is very good straight down the ground.
Giles continues. Tucked off his legs.
Oh dear, that's a terrible misfield. More runs to the batting team.
Another single to Simons. 7 runs came from that over by Giles.
This quick run rate will ensure they set the opposition a big target, as long as this can last the innings.
Clark is after that one, pushed into the gap. Clark out at long off. A couple there to Simons. Solanke chasing that one. Hit straight to a fielder. 1 run to Simons. That's cleared the infield. Super shot by Lehman.
He's always looking for that shot. It's a really strong point for him.
Johnson continues. He's got hold of that one, out of the ground. That was sheer power.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
Played off the back foot. Just 1 run. Played into the gap. Fielded by the man at long on. An easy single there to Simons. 14 runs came from that over for Australia.
England can't afford to give away that many runs.
There's just 1 there. Anderson to bowl to Lehman. Solanke is in pursuit. A nice shot, but it won't make it to the boundary. Australia have taken their total on to 350.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Simons facing. That could be a very painful blow.
That looks like it hurt him a bit. Don't show any pain, just get on with it.
Anderson to bowl to Simons. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Anderson. Anderson won't like that at all.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
And the end of the over.
That was an expensive over for England.
Clark is after that one. One more for Lehman. One more to Simons. Hit straight to a fielder. Lehman waiting at the striker's end. An easy single there to Lehman. He's cleared the infield, 4 runs. That takes the partnership between these 2 batsmen past 51. They've batted really well.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
There it goes. That was well held. It was in the air a long time.
That was moving pretty quickly, and he did well to cling onto it.
Johnson gets his 2nd wicket. We can have a look at that again. Simons is making his way back to the pavilion.
His team really needed more from him, so it's not good batting to get out of here.
7 runs were picked up from that over by Simons. Just one run. Anderson continues. Straight back past the bowler. A single to Hogg.
Yeah.
Anderson to bowl to Hogg. Triscothick goes after it, stroke through the covers. There's just one there. Flintoff is in pursuit. One run to Lehman. 10 overs are left for Australia. Johnson to Lehman. Clark is after that one, pushed through the covers. Just one run. Hogg very quickly onto that one.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
That's gone high in the air. Clark couldn't quite reach it. Another run to Hogg. Clark is after it. Lay it away with comfort. There's just one there. Nine overs are left in the innings. It's straight at Flintoff. Lehman waiting at the striker's end.
Yes. No.
Stopped by Flintoff. Anderson continues. Anderson continues. Hit straight to a fielder. Lehman facing. He's smacked that over the top and been rewarded with 4. Really struck that well.
He picked that up nicely and it's got him 4.
Run.
Expertly held.
That was a loose shot. He'll be kicking himself about that one.
Anderson gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Lehman. So then, that's the end of Lehman.
Now we're down to 9-10 Jack.
8 overs are left in the innings. Flintoff is chasing that one. Another single to Hogg.
Yeah.
Hogg facing. That's cleared the boundary. 6 runs. Hogg absolutely smashed that for 6.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
Flintoff is after it. It's straight at Flintoff. 1 run to Hogg. Reed is after that one. Swept away. A couple there to Lee. Johnson continues. That was athletic fielding by Clark. That's 2 more runs on the board. 12 runs came from that over.
He didn't keep it very tight during that over at all.
Up and over and 4 runs. Australia move on to 400.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Another 4 to Hogg.
That was good batting. He picked his spot, didn't try to smash it, just stroked it through the gap.
Anderson continues. That's gone way into the stands. 6 runs. He'll be looking for that ball for days.
Excellent batting. Got himself to the pitch and struck it hard for 6.
That's over the infield and racing away for 4.
A bit uppish, but safe enough. 4 runs.
Hogg facing. Flintoff is chasing that one. Just 1 run.
Yes.
19 runs came from that over by Anderson.
England need to keep it tighter than that.
Giles to bowl to Hogg. And that's out. Caught by Triscothic.
Wonderful catch. He did fantastically just to get near it, let alone hang on to it.
That's the 3rd wicket now for Giles. This was how the wicket fell. Hogg is making his way back to the pavilion.
His team really needed more from him, so it's not good batting to get out now.
A single to Gillespie. Flintoff is in to shoot. That's pierced the offside field. Collected by Flintoff. An easy single there to Lee. There it goes. And he's got away with it. There's just 1 there.
Run.
Comfortably held by Kirtley.
A slight fumble, but safely taken in the end.
Giles has taken 4 wickets now. We can have a look at that again. Lee goes for only 5.
He's classified as a tail-end batsman, and you can understand that after watching that innings.
And the end of the over. Stopped by Flintoff. Anderson to bowl to Gillespie. Kirtley is after it. He's got it into the gap. Just 1 run. It's high in the air. Flintoff is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
He kept his concentration really well. He had a long time to think about that before it came down.
Anderson gets his second wicket. This was the end of the innings for McGrath. Australia are all out for 419.
Australia